everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. What I have here today is an original tag video. I have looked all over YouTube and I haven't found anything exactly like this. If you guys know of something exactly like this, please let me know so I can credit the original person down below in the description. But as of right now, I looked around YouTube, hadn't found anything else that was like actually this particular tag. I am going to introduce you to the Who Would Write It Better tag. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, what I have here for the Who Would Write It Better tag are 2 different cups with slips of paper. In this one are 10 different genres and or prompts. So it might say adult, sexy time, main character dies. I don't know. I just put a little something on this slip. In this cup, 20, I think a little bit more than 20 actually, because there's 10 little slips in this and then I think more than 20 authors in here. What I'm going to do is pull a slip, let you know what kind of a book is being written, and then I'm going to pull 2 authors' names and I'm going to say which one of those authors would write that particular prompt better. I struggled to get authors that I like and don't like in this, but I did try to vary it up a little bit. I literally sat here the other night and just looked around my room and picked author names. So we're going to see. I tried to do fantasy, I tried to do male, I tried to do female, I tried to do some I didn't like, some that I do like. First I'm going to pick one of these, which are the story ideas. And I have one story idea, and it is, a dark middle grade fantasy coming of age. And then I have all of my author names in here, and I'm going to pick 2 of those. So here's 1, and here's 2. Ooh, I have Laini Taylor, who would be amazing, and Shay Earnshaw. Crap. Okay. Shay Earnshaw wrote The Wicked Deep. Laini Taylor wrote all the books behind there. Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and the Days of Blood and Starlight, Dreams of Gods and Monsters, The Night of Cake and Puppets. She also wrote Strange the Dreamer. I'm not looking at you. They both do fantasy. They both do darker fantasy. Shay's book is gorgeous, but it's not coming of age at all. And it's definitely not middle grade or even middle grade friendly, I don't think. I see her writing something a lot more mature. Laini Taylor has really, really whimsical characters. I honestly do think that Laini Taylor would speak better to like a middle grade age. And she does get dark, like not too dark, but I feel like she's like a great middle grade level of dark. And she can definitely do a coming of age tale. I just feel like I know Laini Taylor's writing a little bit better than I do Shay's. I think Laini would do better with a middle grade. So that's the first one. Subject matter here. An adult romance with a psychological thriller aspect. 2 authors. 1, 2. J.K. Rowling. And Nora Sakavic. Oh shit, I hate her. Nora Sakavic wrote the All for the Game trilogy, the Foxhole Court series, which I hate. You guys know I hate it. And J.K. Rowling wrote, obviously, Harry Potter and then some other offshoots under different names that I have not read. An adult romance with psychological thriller aspects. Who could write it better? Shit. Nora wrote a new adult romance with psychological thriller aspects, but she did a shit job. Come at me. I know you guys will. I don't like her writing. But I have not heard great things about J.K. Rowling as an adult writer or trying to branch out from Harry Potter. I haven't heard the best things about it. And I don't know how she would do with the psychological aspect of it or like the thrillery twist to an adult romance. While I feel like Nora Sakavic is not my author at all, I think if we're going with somebody who has experience with a more adult relationship and more psychological twisted thrillery things, it's still her. J.K. Rowling could write circles around Nora in her sleep. It's just whether or not people want to give her different genres a chance. I don't know. I honestly can't speak to her as an adult writer, so I guess I have to go with Nora, even though I loathe her. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Like, I literally just had to swallow. Alright, I am back with a swapped out battery for the next round, round number 3. Let's pick a prompt. Again, these are not like the best prompts in the world. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with if you want to do it, but I also don't think that this is the last time I'll be doing this. I really enjoy the concept. So, YA coming of age tearjerker where the best friend dies. All right, author number 1 and author number 2. We have Morgan Matson and Naomi Novik. Oh man, Naomi Novik wrote Uprooted, which I hated. For Morgan Matson, I've only read The Unexpected Everything. I own Second Chance Summer and Since You've Been Gone, and those are on my summer TBR because I just think they're summary reads. But I don't have a ton of experience with Morgan Matson's books. I'm hoping to like her other ones better than I liked The Unexpected Everything because I really didn't like that book. But if we're talking about a YA coming of age, Morgan Matson doesn't do the tearjerkers, but I feel like she could. Naomi Novik is just not a YA writer. I just can't imagine her writing something that's like a YA contemporary coming of age, like tearjerker kind of a thing. Like, it's just, I don't jive with her writing, and it's not on par with where I think this story would need to be. So I gotta say it's Morgan Matson, even though I haven't loved her writing. Next one, prompt. This is a new adult sci-fi best friends to lover story. Let's see who could do that better. Holly Black. I don't know about sci-fi and Holly Black. Or Jeff Zentner. Oh man, where was Jeff Zentner on that last one? New adult sci-fi friends to lovers. Holly Black has the potential to branch into new adult easily. She also writes fantasy, which makes me think that she could probably work up a sci-fi. She definitely has sexual tension in her characters, even though there's not like full-blown sexy time. There's a ton of sexual tension where I feel like she could kind of branch into new adult and make it work. Jeff Zentner definitely has not done new adult, and he's not done anything fantasy where I think he would be making a shift to sci-fi. So I gotta give it to Holly Black on this one because her stuff is just a little bit darker, a little bit older. She's already writing fantasy, so I feel like she could probably jump to sci-fi a little bit better. Next one. This is an adult mystery with paranormal aspects. All right. Here we go with authors. Oh, I got 2 on the first try. Shauna Maguire. Yes. Or Sarah Rash. Okay, so Shauna Maguire wrote the Wayward Children series, and Sarah Rash wrote the Frost Snow Like Ashes series, and also these Rebel Waves. Definitely going with Shauna Maguire for this. She does YA mystery with paranormal aspects, but I think she could do adult really easily, no problem. So definitely Shauna Maguire. Next topic, a retelling of a scary campfire story. I don't know where my head is sometimes. Oh, I got 2. Okay. 2 authors, Brandon Sanderson or Adam Silvera. I know Adam Silvera is actually working on a fantasy. Brandon Sanderson does such like epic high fantasy with complete world building and magic building. I don't know if he would be happy doing a retelling because he does so much like of his own creating. And like campfire stories are typically not the most involved or in-depth. I kind of want to give it to Adam Silvera. I feel like some of his books, especially like More Happy Than Not, almost has that kind of like campy campfire feel where you could see it being used as like a cautionary tale around a campfire. I'm going to go with Adam Silvera. Let's see how he does with fantasy and taking that one on. A couple more left in here. We got 4 more. Graphic novel with sexy time. Let's see who could potentially take on a graphic novel with sexy time. Now, they don't have to draw the graphic novel, they just need to write the content for a graphic novel, which I feel like is its own kind of skill to like get a whole story out in these little tiny like dialogue blurbs. Claire Legrand of Saw Kill Girls and Furyborn, or Jen Bennett. Okay, Jen Bennett does really cute YA contemporary. She did Starry Eyes. I'm actually reading her Alex Approximately right now, and I really like Starry Eyes, and she does have sexy time in her story, and it's YA. So she could probably do a graphic novel with sexy time, but it would be very contemporary based, at least in my opinion. Claire Legrand in Furyborn also has sexy time, also has mystery and like fantasy and magical beasts. Out of these 2, Claire Legrand is going to have a much better graphic novel than Jen Bennett, because I always like that little fantasy like aspect to my graphic novels. YA fantasy with Lost Princess trope. Let's see who's going to bore us next. I shouldn't say bore us. It can be done well. There's 1. Here's 2. First up is V.E. Schwab. I feel like she probably wouldn't do that. Or Leslie Walton. So V.E. Schwab did The Monsters of Verity, Shades of Magic, Vicious, She does a ton. Victoria Schwab or V.E. Schwab. And then Leslie Walton did The Strange and Beautiful Stars of Ava Lavender and also The Price Tag to the Occult, or Price Guide to the Occult. Did not like Price Guide to the Occult at all. Love Strange and Beautiful Stars. YA fantasy with lost princess trope. It's not Leslie Walton's thing at all. She does like dark magical realism. Don't see her ever doing anything with a lost princess. I could see Victoria Schwab doing something with a lost princess and making it super, super dark and twisty. Like I could have even seen a lost princess trope coming in like the Shades of Magic series or Monsters of Verity. Like she could turn that on its head. So we're down to our last two. We have a new adult fantasy, college-age fantasy with sexy time and a bad boy. It's like Sarah J. Maas, essentially. E. Lockhart, We Were Liars, or Saba Tahir, Ember in the Ashes. Oh no. Neither one of them does sexy time. Neither one of them does new adult. Saba does fantasy. I feel like Saba Tahir's got this on lock. Not just because I understand her fantasy, but also because I feel like she's always on the brink of like maybe getting to sexy time. Like there's definitely sexy time vibes. Last one is a superhero origin story. One fell, so let's pick that person. I have more than two people in here. Oh, Tolkien. Oh no. Leigh Bardugo. I mean, I gotta go Leigh Bardugo. She literally did a superhero origin story. She did Warbringer. So yeah, Leigh Bardugo. That was easy. I don't really know what authors I had left, so I'll just tell you which ones I had left in here. I had A.R. Torre, who would have been great for a psychological thriller. Neil Shusterman. Jay Kristoff, he would have been great for the sci-fi. And Aaron Watt. That was everything for my Who Would Write It Better tag. I hope you guys found this idea interesting. For me, as a writer and as a reader, it's always interesting to kind of take a look at who I think would do something really, really well. There's always questions about like, which author would you like to write this? Or which author would you like to see write your story? And it was kind of cool to just sit back and be like, okay, here's the premise. Which author would do this particular novel better? I will tag a ton of people down in the description box below. I get absolute tag anxiety. However, because it's my tag and it hasn't gone around before, I know that nobody has done it. So I officially tag absolutely everybody, but I'll put everybody down below who I tagged to do this video because I think it is a ton of fun. Off the top of my head, let's go down a list, shall we? Let's do Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads, Natasha from My Reading is Odd, Allie from Hardback Hoarder, Abby from Abigail Haley, Amber from Amber's Books and More, see if she'll get back to doing videos, Abel from Young Adult Author Show because they're my podcasters and they're also writers, so this could be fun for them. Do Rosie from Red Door Reader, see if she can get some stuff in there. Steph from This Unicorn Reads. Jashana, Amanda from A Court of Books and Love. Taylor from Bookish Taylor. Chelsea from A Very Bookish Girl. Dylan from Dylan the Reader 5. Let's do Sajid from Books Are My Social Life. Friends Are My Social Life. Books Are My Social Life. Jay from The Awkward Bookworm. Vanessa from Paper Fairy. I think that Lala from Books and Lala would be fun because she would definitely have a completely different list of prompts and authors than I probably do. Madeline from Novel Inc. because she's just getting back to her channel. You guys should go check her out. I will have everybody listed down below that I talk about. Emily from Possibly Literate, see if she was interested in doing this. Bex from Bex and Books. I will tag Jane from It's Jane Lindsay, see if she wants to do this one. I would also love to see Elliot Brooks do this. Elliot Brooks is a writer and booktuber as well. I think she would have a lot of fun with this one and definitely have some different authors and prompts than me. She'd also probably come up with way better prompts. I just like on the fly wrote down a whole bunch of stuff, so I'd love to see her do it. Ola from Ola Quinn, Riley from RM Frick Frack. Definitely almost said something really, really wrong there. Gabby from Gabby Reads and G from Book Roast. I would love to see all of you guys do this, and then I think that's it for this because my list in the description is going to be insane at this point. But definitely check them all out down below. Hopefully you guys are interested in doing this tag. I will have anybody else that I think of just listed down below as well in the description box. But just know that if you see this, you are tagged in it. I hope that you guys enjoy the premise. Again, let me know if anybody else is doing this, but I haven't seen anybody. And that's it for this particular video. If you liked it, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye guys.